Hello. All right. Still can't put any of these away. Weeklies are done. Yay! Grats. Now it's snack time. Nice. Ads are gonna play in about 14 minutes, so. Let's see. These two up here. The shell and that guy. This guy and the shell guy. Okay. I was about to say, no, I didn't order any of that, did I? Okay. Albums. Oops. Legendary boxes. Epic Destiny. Not those. Volume 4. Guess that's it. Do. I guess we should sell these 4 ghost cards, huh? Because we have... Yeah, we have one of those already. So... Uno Mas. Okay. Got that done. I forgot the boys. Forgot what they're supposed to do. You know what time it is. Are we gonna get better RNG than last time? It was all the way at the end last time. Nothing. Why am I so itchy? Why? Why does this happen all the time? So I don't know if I ever talked about this, but when I was looking to start collecting magic again, I started watching Rudy's videos again, right? Going back to wherever I left off in like 2020, and for some reason I got like the wild hair to go to his Patreon and see if there was an available slot, because I was in his Patreon group and I was buying cases of magic from him and everything during that time in 2020, where we were just spending exorbitant amounts of money on magic. Well, apparently Rudy is not a fan of quitters. And it said that he had available slots, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll buy one. Tried to buy one, and it blocked me from doing it. And I don't know if it was because, like, everybody was trying to buy it or something like that, but it kept saying it was open for me to do it, so I kept trying to buy into it. Like, I tried 3 or 4 times and I just thought, oh, okay, maybe it's just a glitch or something. I'll just leave it alone. And a couple of days later, I'm back on there and I'm looking at Rudy's videos and everything. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try the Patreon again. So I try the Patreon again. I go onto his page and Rudy blocked me. Rudy has completely and totally blocked me from Patreon. I was like, oh, I must have pissed him off. I think it was because he probably thought that my account got botted, or he was just annoyed with all the times I tried to sign up. Because apparently, and the reason I say he doesn't really like quitters is I think Patreon had a glitch that even if you were blacklisted from being in his patrons, it still allowed you to try. And so I tried a few times thinking it was just a glitch, like, oh, okay, you know, I'll just keep trying until it works. And it must have given Rudy, like, you know, 5 or 6 notifications or something, so he ended up blocking me. And you know what? I deserve it. I did not stay the course. So I don't get cheap magic. And you know what? I could have totally stayed in his Patreon, just not bought anything for a while. It can probably get fixed with a quick email. No, I'm pretty sure that once he blocks somebody, he's not going to allow them back in. And he has said several times on his videos that he is not a fan of people who give up. And regardless of whether or not I you know, he sells those magic cards at a loss. So I'm pretty sure he's not a fan of any patrons that give up, or because I could have just kept going with the $15 a month and just not bought any magic. But what did I do? I got mad at myself and therefore got mad at magic. And at the time, I believe I even said on stream, I was just like, Wizards of the Coast is completely and totally screwing the pooch. They're printing too much shiny stuff. They're, you know, the collector's boxes were, you know, a big annoyance. And they're still doing the collector's boxes. At least, though, they're not doing... Because we cut out right when they were doing draft boxes, set boxes, and collector's boxes. Plus, they were doing remastered sets and all this other stuff. And it was just like, dude, Wizards, slow down. Slow down the money printer. A lot of people can't afford to keep doing this. And so, and you know, quite honestly, now I don't think I can afford to buy a case of Magic a month or even a couple boxes a month. It's just, I've got other things that I need to take care of, and I would have, you know, just not bought anything, but I'm pretty sure, I could be completely and totally wrong. Sure, I could write Rudy an email. And I could say, hey, this is Demos, and I didn't mean to, like, really completely and totally not become a patron, but his patron slots are almost constantly full, and he really does get annoyed with people who do Timmy things. If you do Timmy things, like stop being a patron because you can't afford magic, well, you're not buying any magic. You're not spending $90 to $120 of money on a box every month. You're spending you're paying to be a patron. It's like three subs on Twitch or something like that. I think to buy in, you did the 15, the 20, the 25, or whatever. But maybe he doesn't want any new patrons or anything else like that. Like I said, I could email him. I could ask. But to be realistic, other than supporting him, which he's perfectly capable of doing himself, other than supporting him, I wouldn't be doing anything. Because right now I can't afford to buy Magic. And I can't afford to especially buy, like, sealed boxes. And ads. Okay. I'll wait. I'll just open cards. Oh, I shouldn't do the gacha either. I'll do this. I'll do that. So anyway. Yeah, that's my story. Basically, I tried to re-become a patron too many times. I guess, like, in the same week or something. Because I tried a few times. And I was just like, why isn't this working? And I'm pretty sure that I heard him say in a video once that if you ever stop being a patron, that was your only chance. So if you stop being a patron, he makes it so that your account cannot sign up to his again. And I guess if you push the issue, which I did, thinking, oh, maybe he opened it up again to people and I just didn't see that video. No. He blocked me. I don't blame him. It probably looked like bot behavior, or it looked like Timmy behavior. And both of those things he's not a fan of. So it is my own fault. And I'm not particularly upset about it. I'm just pointing it out. I was like, aww. Because I really do like his YouTube videos. Like, most of the stuff that I watched at first was him just opening packs, because he opens packs very quickly and efficiently, and just shows off what he gets. I wish I could open packs that quickly and efficiently to make YouTube videos. The thing is, if you want to make consistent amounts of YouTube videos like that, you gotta have a lot of packs to open. And what he did was he would sell the boxes to patrons and then say, hey, is it okay if I open this box for you on a video, and then I send you the cards? And some people are totally down for that, because Rudy has unnatural good luck sometimes opening up packs. It's ridiculous. And sometimes not so much, but you know, these cards are fine. It's just we need the stuff that we don't have. But yeah, that's my sad story about no longer being able to get reasonably priced Magic. I have to be a scrub and buy mine off of eBay, hopefully for a discount, or find it through another source. And that's the price you pay for doing exactly what Rudy says, not staying the course. And he warned you. I mean, he warned us in the videos. I'm pretty sure I watched a video where he said, and this was like back in 2021 or something like that, because I've been steadily trying to keep up with his videos, and it takes a long time because he posts a lot of videos. And I'm pretty sure I heard him say, you only get one chance to be a patron. So yeah, just a businessman doing business. It's like, if you don't want to do business with me anymore, then don't. You know, I could have stayed the course. I could have just paid the $15 a month to stay a patron, and then when I wanted to buy Magic again, or if I never wanted to buy Magic again, could have kept just supporting him for his videos and whatnot. But unfortunately, I made a mistake. So, and you know, And just like Intricity pointed out, you could always email him and ask. It's like, that's true. But just it's not that I don't want to. I do want to. But thinking about it, number one, I wouldn't buy anything from him for quite a while. Number two, I quit and I got mad at myself. I got mad at myself for buying a whole bunch of Magic that I shouldn't have bought in 2020. I bought a lot of Magic. I think we went through the numbers. I think it was something like I spent like $3,600, something like that, in the span of like 3 months. Dude, it was crazy. It was a lot of money. And, well, 3 to 6 months, something like that. Because I think I bought, while I was a patron of Rudy's, I mean, I got my money's worth. Literally. I mean, you pay somebody $15 a month, yet you have the option to get Magic cards in sealed boxes of, whatever the several latest sets are. You can buy those for like way below retail. I got my money's worth. I bought like four cases of Magic from him. So, like, my discount was worth it. But at the same time, I was spending a lot of money I shouldn't have been spending. So it's okay. And not only that, I'm not a sealed product collector, honestly. If I was to say I was any kind of collector, it would be a single collector. The thing is, I do have a stock of sealed products. And I plan on opening it at some point. I just don't know when, and I don't know... I don't know when. I just don't know when I'll open it. The cardboard man demands loyalty. He does. And I absolutely do not blame him for his decision. Of blocking me, because it must have looked like some kind of, threatening activity, or it was just like, oh, this Timmy just keeps trying to... I'm a Timmy, apparently. And I've been a Timmy in the past. I don't deny it. So, I absolutely do not blame him for blocking. I just really don't. And like I said, that's okay. Damn, did those get bought out again? What's going on here? 21. Yeah, okay. People are really into the shell guy right now. Like, I got a little tempted, to email him and see if I could. Just because, I mean, he's selling all different kinds of cards. I never took advantage of his other sales because I wasn't really interested in anything but Magic. But I was tempted because I was like, he's selling all kinds of stuff now. I could get Pokemon, I could get this, I could get that. In that case, you can send a strongly worded email instead. I'm sure he would definitely respond to that with, go fuck yourself. Rudy is not afraid to tell you that now. He used to be, he used to not swear in his videos. He used to be very, very careful to not swear in his videos. Now, not so much. He's getting tired of all the bad speculating Timmys and everything, like, crawling up his ass about all of these things. Oh boy. The way he yells at Timmy's in his videos. It's just like, I keep telling you people to not do these things and you do these things anyway. It's like, if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine, but don't come and bitch at me when shit hits the fan. People just use poor Rudy as a punching bag. It's like, you know what? And if what he says is not true and he screws up, he's totally fine with that. He's like, yep, get it all out, yell at me, scream and cry, and, you know, do your little upset Timmy dance. There's nothing you can do about it. Things happened, and, you know, we all need to move on. But sometimes the Timmy rage is real. Is that Destiny Rare? Yes. Okay. And then Destiny Legendary. People are finally buying those. Oh, did we put the Legendary boxes up there yet? No we didn't. Okay. Damn, people buying them ghost cards, bro. That's just crazy. $439. Yeah, I don't blame Rudy for that, just because, quite honestly, it must have looked like pretty damn desperate. Oops, that was not the thing I was supposed to buy. It was supposed to be rocks. That one. Yeah, it must have looked like a little desperate and just a little sketchy, because I just kept trying and trying. Like, normally when people are trying to buy something online or sign up for something online, they only try once, because they don't want to be overcharged on their card over and over again. I must have tried like 2 or 3 days in a row. I was just like, oh, maybe the site's broken or something like that. No. He had just blocked accounts from doing that, and I wasn't told that I was financially blocked from supporting him. And I'm pretty sure he just has this rule so that people don't sign up to him, buy a case of magic, and then quit the next month, because he doesn't depend on that income. Because he depends on seeing that income possibly to, like, cover a bill or something like that, or cover like some overhead or whatever. So he expects his patrons to stay, and if they don't stay, then it's a very unstable system, and he can't like really rely on that particular piece of income, and that must be frustrating. He's a businessman. He prefers to always know where his money's coming from. So basically, yeah, that's my Demos is a Timmy to Rudy story. Rudy probably now considers Demos a Timmy, a little Timmy, and you know what? I have exuded little Timmy behavior. I have, you know, I have my entire life. This man, Rudy, probably never sold any of his magic cards ever. He always held on to him. When I was a teenager, I think I got rid of my magic because I got into girls. And then when I was like in my early 20s, I started playing Magic again and collecting Magic again. And then somewhere around like 24 or something like that, I got rid of them all. Again, sold them, you know, like individually on eBay or whatever it is. I got rid of all of them, right? And some of them got destroyed, but that's a different story. Don't want to get into it. Anyway, right around the beginning of college, after I got my associate's degree and I was moving over to the university to get my bachelor's, I did it again. I started playing Magic again. This time I was actually in the community. I was trading. I was opening boxes. I was trading for other singles and then trading those singles in for different singles. And I was doing pretty good. And then life happened and rent came up and I ignored rent. And then rent came up again, and I ignored rent, and I could no longer ignore rent. So I had to get rid of all of my Magic yet again, because it was the most valuable thing in my possession at the time. So I did that again, and then in 2016, a few years later, I did it again. I started collecting Magic again. I started opening packs again. And this was because of like Battle for Zendikar. It was like 2016 and 2017. Like it was Battle for Zendikar expeditions, and oh my god, these cool lottery cards. The lottery draw that drew me in. And so it was that, and I just wanted to collect again, and then found out once again it was money I shouldn't be spending. Got rid of them again. So that's 4 separate times that I had completely and totally annexed my Magic collection. Completely and totally gotten rid of all of it. Right? 2020 rolled around. For some reason, I discovered Rudy. I started watching some of his videos, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And I became his patron, and I bought Magic from him. And then I ended up buying more Magic from him. And that was perfectly fine. He had reasonable prices. But the cycle of quitting and relapse, it's literally a drug, bro. Magic is literally a drug. Rudy has dedicated from the beginning of his childhood till now to invest in Magic. Bro used to talk about, in his videos, he used to talk about how when he was going to college, when he was a teenager, he'd be working part-time at like a restaurant or something like that. And anything that he got in tips or anything that he got in pay, that was another alpha PSA graded card that he could buy. That was another, like he would save up his money for a month and he'd buy another, PSA 10 like alpha graded card or beta graded card or something like that. That was Rudy. That man never quit buying Magic. He always stayed on top of it. He never sold his cards, and he, growing up, a lot of us weren't as practical or anything. I'm sure he paid his bills first. I'm sure he made sure that all of his stuff was, completely and totally paid on time. I was not one of those people. I was bad at paying my bills, especially on time. Up until like my 30s. So it was bad. I was bad at paying my bills. I was bad at keeping on top of rent. I was bad at doing all that stuff. And then I'd still spend money on shit like Magic. Right? And I'm pretty sure Rudy wasn't one of those people. He probably lived with mom and dad as long as he could, and then when he wanted his own place, he got his own place, but he was probably extremely responsible about everything he did, and did the things correctly like he should have, and any extra money he had left over, he either invested in Magic, or he invested in something else to be able to buy more Magic. So... I'm pretty sure he knew from the get-go that he was going to need, good credit, that he was going to need all this other stuff, and he did the things correctly. I did not collect Magic correctly. Hell, even now I'm not collecting Magic correctly. I've been correcting my mistakes, instead of buying random garbage from people. I carefully look at the auctions that I buy when it comes to, like groups of random Magic cards, and the last 2 that I did were good. I made money off of them. The first one was on stream. We found those 4 Sea King's Blessings and a few other like bits and bobs out of what we paid like $80 for. We ended up getting like $350 worth of cards. This last thing that I opened yesterday was the one that came in the used beer box, and it was like $50 from this guy in South Carolina. I should have known. And I opened it up and I found quite a few rares and quite a few quite a few good cards. And I think it came out to I paid $50 for that. It was technically $60. So I paid $60 for that, and I ended up getting something like 200 out of it. Pulled some good rares. It was a lot of cards versus just like 4 cards, but yeah. We made money off that. Well, I mean, we didn't make any money, we just got more value in cards. But and then this time, I'm not really sure. Once again, just like a Timmy, I'm watching Rudy's videos and trying to like keep an eye on what the market's doing and everything like that. I do have some sealed product, but it's not the most popular sealed product, and I'm just keeping it. It's just sitting there. I'm not opening it right now. I'm not doing anything like that. I do want to open it because I want to make YouTube content. But for now, nah. I mean, I've bought a whole bunch of singles and a whole bunch of like little groups of cards that I thought were valuable. And, when it comes to spending the money, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm pretty shrewd about what I'm buying. But the unfortunate thing with Magic, and this is probably true for a lot of card games, is that you can't use just one marketplace. You can't just use TCG Player. You've got to use like Card Kingdom and TCG Player and like CCG Market or something like that. You got to like get an average out of all 3. And it would be nice if there was like one standardized market, but I understand why there isn't, because it could possibly be controlled. But yeah, so maybe the cards you bought, or I bought, or anybody bought, like you can buy cards off of people on eBay and they look great in the pictures, and you're looking at them on a 4K monitor so you can see all the little flaws and anything else that you might be able to see. But then you realize that the value you were looking at is not necessarily the same value of the card that is on the website. So you have to remember that you need to come out with an average or a played value. Because if you don't, what you're looking at is mint condition value. And if you're trying to sell something to somebody in mint condition, it better sure shit be mint condition. Because they will immediately send that shit back to you. Like, there is like 5 flaws on this card, So yeah. Everything you do with cards, unless they are literally fresh from the pack and you've got video proof of you pulling it fresh from the pack, better consider it light play. But yeah, that was my tale of woe that I cannot purchase Magic from Rudy anymore. But I understand why. I'm not going to be one of those, whining Timmies that's going to be sitting there going, oh, but I really wanted to buy, like cheap Magic and all this stuff from you. It's like, well, too bad, man. You gave up. Just own up to it and suffer through finding good deals on like eBay or TCG Market or something. Sometimes their prices are comparable, sometimes they're not. I can understand Rudy being upset about it because the sales he gives to his patrons, he sells at a loss. He sells at a loss or he breaks even. He does not really make money off of pushing all that product. He just gets it out there. Yeah, do I want a warehouse full of, like, sealed magic cards like he's got? Kinda. Would I know what to do with it? No, absolutely not. I don't even know what Rudy's gonna do with it. I can't even speculate how that man is going to retire. Just swimming in a sea of magic cards? I mean, it sounds amazing. He'll have something to do for years. But yeah, I don't know how he's gonna do that. Especially like his high-end stuff. God only knows how he's gonna sell that stuff, man. Probably to the next big collector that's got tons and tons of money and maybe he wants to sell the entire thing all at once for, like, you know, $50 million or something. I don't know what he's gonna do. Man, we are getting nothing, huh? Come on now, we need so many of these cards. Do we just move on? Should we move on to rare packs? I kind of feel like that's giving up on the cards that we still need, though. But it's not like the game has been... Oh, yay, we got a new one, finally. It's not like the game has given us very many options to collecting all of the cards, which is kind of annoying. At least make the... You know, it doesn't have to be realistic RNG. That's the thing that I'm having an issue with. Like, why is this even semi-realistic RNG? I suppose that adds to the flavor? Yeah, I just thought I'd share that, because it kind of hit me yesterday, because I had kind of forgotten, and I was watching Rudy's latest video, and he was talking about his Patreon. I'm like, oh, maybe I should take a look at his Patreon again. Maybe he opened it back up to people, and maybe I can just be like one of the people, like the $5 people or something like that. Nope, go in there and it says this account has blocked you. I'm like, oh, that I might have seen that before and completely forgotten. I was like, ow, I'm sorry, Rudy. I'm sorry for being so annoying that you literally had to block me. I mean, maybe if anything, I could send him an email and say, hey, this is Demos, and I noticed that you blocked me on Patreon, so I'm really sorry for even bothering you enough to have you have to do that. I just tried to rejoin, and apparently that was not an option. But I kind of feel like he wouldn't even want to read that email. Because his would probably be like, it's cool, whatever, don't care, you know. It's not that I think he's a jerk, he's not. He's totally not. I mean, I'm sure some people think he is, but he acts exactly how he's always acted on his videos. He is no more or less a different person from the day that he first started his videos until now. I think he swears more. Yeah, he's completely and totally consistent. He's like Steve 1989. He has not changed in any way. He hasn't become, you know, like a YouTube asshole or anything. I mean, there's a lot of Timmys out there who think he's a complete and total jerk. It's like, I do have to admit that when I first saw the blocked message, I was like, "Aw, that's fucking mean." But to be fair, it's not. It's not mean at all. It was probably just a please leave me the fuck alone way of, you know, and that's just like, also, I think I'm roughly in his generation, if not older than him. But I'm pretty sure that's just par for the course now. It's like, if something's annoying you, block it. Hell, I have one of my sisters on read all the time. Because she annoys me that much. I'm not sorry for it. She's a horrible fucking person. I mean, she can be a good person when she wants to be, but she was horrible throughout her entire life, so I don't care to converse with her. I have 2 other sisters I can talk to, and neither one of them like her. I mean, you can spout the family shit all you want, but I'm not changing my perspective on that. Like, oh, but she's family. No. Sure, I mean, she is family, and I love her as a family member, but I don't like her. Not even one bit. And as far as I'm concerned, she can die without me ever knowing about it. It's kind of rude, but don't care. She pissed off that many of us. Hey, we broke 100,000, boys. Nice. Didn't get a Chivo for it. I'm assuming you don't get a Chivo unless you, like, get, I don't know, maybe 500,000 or 1 million? I didn't look. We still have not gotten any more full art foilies, though. This is very, very annoying. But yeah, I totally respect his decision to block me, and, you know, if I ever feel like I really, really, really want to be a patron again, or I feel like I should apologize to him, then I'll write him an email. But I'm pretty sure he'll look at that email and he'll go, nah. He'll either put it on read, or he'll respond with, you know, it's a shame I had to do that, but go fuck yourself. I'm not interested in what you have to say. So, cool. I'm pretty sure that once he blocked me, that was the end of it for him. So, and I really don't want to cause any kind of drama or anything like that. I mean, I very much doubt I'll ever interact with them or meet them or anything, but because I'm just not that deep into the Magic community anyway. And if I was a Magic streamer, like, maybe I'd try to apologize to him to be more part of the community, because I wouldn't want anybody to have bad blood or anything like that while trying to, like, collaborate or talk or just, like, meet at a Magic convention or something. But I'm not a content creator for Magic the Gathering, at least not yet. And even then, I'm not really sure if I would want to be. Because I like Magic, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't been as big of a part of my life as it has been for those content creators. It's been a large part of their lives. Hasn't so much been a part of mine. Anything up here? No. 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 Oh, there's one. There's two. There's two. Then two more, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, round done. Dosmas. Two of those. Okay. Those are full. What's this? Oh. Cole's just gonna leave that there every time. So I have not ordered those stars in forever, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, we'll see what happens, but you know, that's a thing. That's a thing that happened, and yeah, I think I've even just talked way too much about it, honestly. And quite frankly, I wouldn't want anyone to get mad at him, because that's just not a thing that should happen. Destiny basic packs. Oops. Need that. And then rare boxes. Okay. I just thought I'd share. It kind of affected me a little bit. Made me a little sad. Especially that I had, you know, made him have to pay that much attention to me. So I felt bad. I was like, ah, shit. I didn't mean for this to happen. You know, I didn't mean to annoy somebody that was a content creator, has their own business going on, their own huge thing going on, and of course, I, like, cause an issue in their day. It's just not fun to have to deal with. I don't like being an annoyance to people. Shit, was it Volume 3? Yeah, it was Volume 3. God damn it. Even I find that annoying. Like, having to make you sit through my consistent menu changes while you know, my brain just doesn't remember shit. All the games are stocked? That's kind of weird. Alright. Usually we're constantly sold out of the games. Okay, nothing in there. Ah, we're still at 100k. Nice. Honestly, to be a Magic content creator, you have to have some kind of niche. Like, maybe you buy random Magic the Gathering lots or something from like Goodwill and eBay and all this other thing. You open them on your video or on stream, or you're just a consistent new product opener. But also, it gets to the point where people will watch your videos to see what's in the new boxes and to see what you pulled, but they're going to fast forward through most of it. So I've seen a lot of content creators go from just, you know, box openings and sealed product openings to, you know, garage sale lots and stuff like that, to actually explaining mechanics. I'm not that great at Magic, so my mechanic explanation and like stack protocol and stuff like that would be kind of crap. To playing on stream or on a video and just like pulling off a cool combo or something like that, or, you know. And a lot of Magic is, quite honestly, showing off your bling. And I don't have a lot of bling, so that's not a thing that I'd really should be doing. And besides, then you're just like standing there being a person that's like, oh, look at all the money and cards I have. Like, yeah, that's, I mean, it's cool and everything to show off your collection and all that stuff, but I mean, I think I've showed you guys like a few cards, but at that point you're just sitting there going, look at all this money and cards that I have. Somebody come rob me, you know? It's different when Rudy does it, because I'm pretty sure he's got security, and I'm pretty sure he has not disclosed any of the locations that he's in and stuff like that. But, or some of like the bigger streamers, like they have probably protection. And, you know, just like people constantly around and stuff like that to make sure that he doesn't get doxxed or anything. Or that they don't get doxxed. So, and then you have places like Tolarian Academy that just do all different kinds of Magic content, and you just have to build that stuff, otherwise you're just going to stay as, you know, like a baseline pack opener or something like that, and not really get into the meat of the game, or, you know, learning how to do different things and stuff like that. And I honestly don't have enough time to create content. Like, I have all of these videos. Here, let me show you. I have... come here, window. I have all of these videos right here. So there's 3 here. And then there's these here. And then these here. These are all videos that I downloaded to edit into YouTube videos from my stream. Because there's things I should cut out. The BRB, the starting soon, all the other stuff that I should just cut out. I could leave them the way they are, but I'm pretty sure I said stupid shit that doesn't need to be on YouTube, and all that other stuff. And I still have not taken the time to get those edited. And I did those in August. So, yeah. If you have a full-time job and you want to be a YouTube content creator, you literally have to have the willpower to not just sit down after work and relax for a couple of hours. And that's hard to do when you work. You have to deal with the commute. You have to deal with the people that you work with. You have to deal with the work itself. If you work from home, maybe you could edit a video while you're doing whatever work from home stuff you're doing. You could film stuff when you're not at your desk and stuff like that, when you're logged off of your work server or computer for the day. You can use your weekends and stuff like that. My weekends usually consist of Fridays, for some reason, sometimes I don't get those off. and I don't get to go home early either. I just have to grin and bear it. And on occasion, I have to work on a weekend day. But for the most part, get home on Friday, just relax a little bit, and then stream for you guys. And then on Saturday, I basically get all of my chores done. I get my laundry done, because I don't have to stream that night, so I get my laundry done, I drink with my friend, I get the dishes done, I clean up whatever I can. I used to get Mondays off. When we were furloughed, I would basically take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So I would only go in 4 days a week. And on Mondays, I would just clean the house. Like, I'd basically, like, clean as much as I could from top to bottom, do some dusting, do some vacuuming, clean the kitchen, clean the garage, stuff like that, you know, just, like, keep the place consistent. And then I had to start coming in on Mondays for like the last year, and it was kind of annoying. But every once in a while, I would be able to get a Monday off and clean and do stuff like that. And then I don't know, it just changes. It changes every school quarter. So it's annoying, but what are you gonna do? So, yeah, you know, sometimes I want to just, like, get chores done and everything else like that. And by the time I get around to doing all the things on the weekend, I could sit down and edit a video, or I could play something that I've been wanting to play. I could get, like, extra chores out of the way that I hadn't touched in a while. It's pretty difficult. You just sit down and get the stuff done. I mean, all you have to do is just sit down and get it done. But the problem is taking the time for it. Like, sure, I bought a whole bunch of Magic, but I haven't really touched it since I bought it. And the roommates thought there was something wrong on, like, the weekends that I was doing those card streams. Not even that they thought was something was wrong, but rather I would go into the other room to do it, and, you know, then I'm not hanging out with them. You know? And they're my friends from high school, so we've known each other forever. And we like hanging out together. I'm sure they don't like seeing me all the time, but just like I want alone time. But we try to give each other as much space as we can. And all they have to do is say, go the fuck away, man. Go away, Demos. Leave us alone for, you know, a few hours. Cool. So how you like the Demos rambling this evening, huh? Demos' horrible cycle of quitting and relapse with Magic, as Kevin said. I'm sure everybody's had that with a card game or yay. I'm sure everybody's had that with a card game or an MMO or something like that. The card game was a little bit more expensive, because if you get rid of all your stuff, then you need to buy all new stuff. And while that's exciting and fun, you get to open up a bunch of packs and all this other stuff, you should just keep learning from the lessons that you learned before. The Lotro relapse went hard, yeah. I'm sure I'll have a WoW relapse here too. I'll be really into it for like 2 weeks and then I'll stop again. I wish the Final Fantasy relapse would happen because I still pay for it. But then I have all this other stuff that I want to mess with. like all the cards and everything like that. So I think I didn't do too bad, but I was pretty shrewd about my transactions. And I think I've got a nice little small collection going, but quite frankly, I don't play. And I think that's like one of the things that had always triggered me to get rid of them to begin with, was that I wasn't really a player. It's like, what's the point of having all these cards if you don't play with them? Oh. But then again, if you walk into an LGS with like a $500 deck, you might get robbed. Not at the LGS, but like definitely when you're like heading home. It's not good. I wouldn't want to collect all those cards just to get them stolen. Oh my god. Why are you doing this to me, game? Why can't you just give us good RNG? The ones we're really missing are the full art foilies. And we're not getting full art foilies. And we're missing like 13, 14 of them. And yet we just keep loyally opening up these basic packs, because it's the only place we can get those full art foilies that I'm aware of. But this is the only pack to get regular Tetramon common cards, and the ones that we're looking for are commons. Yes, we need to fill the holes, damn it. We are missing things. It's not right. We need the full, shiny, foily, speckly, whatever they are, of the rest of these cards so that we can move on. And open an inordinate amount of rare packs. But we just keep getting doubles and triples of other things that we don't need. Give us the stuff that we need, damn it. If I could get the cards by different means, I would have done this by now. It's like, and maybe the devs have time to work on it, but quite honestly, that's a lot of work. And they may have to like do several testing sessions and everything like that, so I know they're only like implementing little bits and pieces here and there, but from what I understand, the game is still early access, so if nothing else, they're getting a shitload of beta testing done. Well, I mean, technically this is past beta if it's early access. The beta denotes that there's actually still game-breaking bugs. You don't want any past alpha, but that doesn't mean that they won't exist. Come on, game. Give it over. We need the holes filled. Giggity. Ads are coming up soon. Beta is the new full release nowadays. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Why don't we just play ads early and I'll take a quick break. Just from what I watched, because I haven't bought it. But I might play that game, actually. It would be the most degenerate thing I've probably played on stream so far, but... Looking at breasts and panties and all that.
Degenerate.
Exactly.
You guys degenerate.
You'd be degenerates right with me. That's a game I wouldn't mind watching Techno play. See if he can maximize his visits while saving money at the same time. I could see him agonizing over buying the champagne tower or something. It's like, oh, I really wanted to like me, but God, that's expensive. I can see that happening. Needs horse girls. Oh, that's true, true. Or monster girls, like a monster girl bunny garden. He'd be 100% behind that, guaranteed. Like, come on, guys, we're giving you ideas. Where's our monster girl bunny garden? What would you call that cafe? Nothing here, nothing here. Two more? No, one more. What is it? We should do the boxes now, because we haven't been, and boxes tend to sell better. Okay, so what do we need? We need 2 shelves worth, and then 2 for the thing. And it's going to cost us 9,000. We're going to have to break the 100K here. Or we could wait another day. We could buy it, then wait another day. Nah, let's wait. Let's wait. Because we do want to integrate the boxes, so we'll take the bulk from here and we'll put it like here. Next to the dice on both sides or something. And then we'll put the legendary boxes there. Yeah. Okay. So the shell guys again, that one is low. That one, everybody seems to be interested in that one right now. Blue deck and red deck. do blue and red. Green sleeves again. And then epic boxes. And I'm going to order 3 legendary boxes because it's not only empty, but it's almost empty on the shelf too. And I'm assuming it's because, yeah, it's pretty close to the market value. My ears itchy. We could also play Senran Kagura, which is sort of like Dynasty Warriors, but with anime boobs. I don't think that one's been outlawed on Twitch, but it has quite a bit of jiggle physics. And I mean quite a bit. So, did I already order those? Epic card, yeah, I did. Did I order a basic card box though? No, apparently I didn't. I thought it was on the nope list. I don't think it is, actually. Big rocks. Need 2 of those. Then we need the little devil guys and volume 4 again. Little devil guys. Oops. And volume 4 yet again. Let's make sure that isn't underpriced. Nope, just barely. So. And epic boxes. Let's just go fill the shelf really quick. Or legendary, rather. And then, yeah. I just want to make sure they don't stock this other box of it. I thought I bought 3 of them. Oh, there it is. And we'll open this for funsies. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not on the nope list, but I could be wrong about that. Well, we're waiting for them to stock up. Well, not waiting for them to stock up. Twitch banned game list. List of prohibited games. You cannot play 3DX chat, all randomized video chat platforms, Artificial Girl series, Artificial Academy series, Battle Rape. There's a game called Battle Rape. BMX XXX, Cobra Club, Criminal Girls, Cuckold Simulator, wow. Dramatical Murder, Ethnic Cleansing, Jesus Christ, Genital Jousting. Apparently you can play that on YouTube, though. Grezzo 1 and 2, Harem Party, House Party, Honeycam Studio, okay, Honey Pop 1 and 2, understandable. Kamidori, Alchemy Meister, Negligee, Porno Studio Tycoon, Putin to Ohuro, or Ohuro, or whatever. Putin to Ohuro, Purino Party, Radiator 2, Rapelay, understandable. Rinse and Repeat, Sakura Angels, Sakura Beach, Sakura Drungeon, Sakura Fantasy, Sakura Santa, Sakura Spirit, Sakura Swim Club. The Sakura games, I wonder why. Second Life, Suck My Dick or Die. That's a game? I only know it was an anime. Okay. The Guy Game, the Maiden Rape Assault, Violent Semen Inferno. That is a game title. What's Under Your Blanket, Witch Trainer, and Yandere Simulator. Senran Kagura is not on this list. Second Life is banned. Yes, Second Life is banned because you can be nude in it. That mean you can play the Sakura X Senran Kagura collab? I don't know. I didn't know a thing existed. But that's the list of Twitch banned games. So, and Senran Kagura is not on that list. Neither is the Beach Party. I mean, to be fair, even if you beat the crap out of somebody in that game and all their clothes fall off, they don't show anything. I'm pretty sure it's censored. And if it's not, well, then I'll have a strike and I'll know why. They're almost done. Let's open it up. This. Oh, that's volume 4. He's gonna pick that up. So I guess we can play that. I did not see a Kiva strip on that either, surprisingly. Of which I have. Maybe I missed it. I'm pretty sure it was on the ban list for a while. Yeah, most of those games sound like something you shouldn't play anyway. I mean, the Sakura games, yeah, you know, whatever. Go ahead and play your Sakura games. But a lot of those had some pretty sketchy fucking titles. The list is non-exhaustive, right? Nothing. Ugh. Good lord. Come on now. I would like to move on to other packs. I'm not saying the RNG is totally unreasonable. I'm just saying if you've opened like, you know, 10,000 packs of this stuff and you still haven't gotten everything, that seems a little wrong. I mean, that's some massive RNG. Good lord. It's not even 11 yet. What the hell? Oh, I mean, it's almost 11. Do not break the third commandment. It's true. Come on, RNGesus, bless us. Let's go. We need those sweet, sweet pulls. Still getting the same old crap. Why? Nothing yet again. Oh yeah, I tested out my little scanner setup for card prices and everything. It's a little bit better because I have like a phone stand that holds the phone really well, and you just gotta slide the cards in, and it's a lot more accurate when you're not moving it around. It's better to put it on white paper background, so yeah, that's way better. So I can use Monobox or TCG Player. Seems to work quite well. It'd be nice if they worked on HoloLive cards, and I think it works on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or at least, like, English ones. It'll recognize the pictures and everything, but the cameras still seem to have, like, a really, really bad time with reading cards that are holofoil. Just because I think it screws with the camera lens. So much nothing. Come on, game. Give us hope. And please don't give us the same ghost card again. We've sold 4 of those Gigantors or whatever they're called. While it did help with sales, Definitely not our RNG. But it would also defeat the purpose of the randomization if you just got things that you didn't get before. Like the game scanning what you have and then going, oh, you don't have this. Oh my god. Where are these full art foilies? Gimme! I have opened so many of these basic packs. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I would be furious if I was an owner looking to, like, complete sets and stuff like that. Be like, where is all this shit? It shouldn't have the fucking drop rate of the Magic the Gathering One Ring from Tales from Beyond Middle-earth. And I mean the One Ring. The one that literally they only made one of. Well, I'm sure there's like a copy at Wizards, but there's supposedly only one of those. Man, the person who pulled that must have been happier to pig and shit. Never be lucky again in their life, kind of a thing. But then again, they don't really have to, because Post Malone bought it from them for like almost $3 million. I like how liking Magic is almost mainstream now. Before it was just like, ew, you play Magic? Or you play Pokemon? Or you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Now it's just like a normal thing for a millennial to have on hand at any one point in time. Millennial, Gen Z, whatever. It's like, I couldn't believe it when I was talking to a student the other day, and they're just like, dude, we have a Magic Club. Like, what? There's like a Yu-Gi-Oh club, a Pokemon club, a Magic club. And apparently people all over campus carry decks on them. Of the various games. I'm just like, fucking really? That was not normalized shit when I was going to school. White? Exactly. Like, this shit was definitely not something you carried around on you at all times. Apparently, people just, like, keep a deck in their pocket. It's like, holy shit, that's kind of fucking cool, actually. Now, how do I apply to your college? Well, I mean, you can, but our programs aren't. There's not a lot of CS programming. There's... I think we have, like, programming. And then, IT security. There's, like, a couple of other ones. But it's not, like, the most technologically advanced campus. We have a pretty decent film curriculum, art curriculum, teaching curriculum. We have some STEM. We definitely don't have a large engineering department of any kind. Oh my god. Come on now. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? Maybe we need a Stephen He break for funsies.
I will send you to Jesus.
Right, yeah, I mean... is it 9 now? It is... everyone's still filtering out. I'll grab another stack of packs here. Please, for the love of God, give us something so we don't lose hope. Anything? Just one full art foily that we don't have yet? Just one? Should watch clips of the new Hololive gen. But that's not this game, though. I mean, do you guys just want the clip streams back? I mean, I didn't mind doing them, but I got really exhausted doing it. I don't know why. Probably because I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting there. I don't even remember what they're called. What's the new gen called now? Why are these on the floor? God damn it, Cole. Fucker's gonna bankrupt me. Let's see. The Shell and the Standing Alone guy. Standing Alone guy, Shell. The Claim game again. Wonder if that's too cheap. Albums again. I'm under the assumption that those are underpriced. No, people just are buying the shit out of them. Okay. Whatever. Basic boxes. Rare boxes and packs. Again, with the epic boxes. Or the legendary boxes. Come back here. Right, all the plushies except for Big Pigs. I heard from you guys that they are unhinged. Oh, ow, 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 ow. I mean, it's being an idol, but it's not the same. They don't have to worry about getting boyfriends or anything else like that. I'm pretty sure Yago doesn't care if Hololive girls are actually dating. They just can't say they are. And nobody knows who they are, so they don't have to worry about it. But whoever dates an idol, a Hololive girl, I mean, quite honestly, this is how I would do it if I was Yago. I'd be like, yes, you can date. Number one, that person never comes to the studio, never calls you during studio times, doesn't do any of that stuff. They never enter your streaming room. They never have access to anything, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's probably like an NDA contract. So could you imagine dating a Hololive girl like you asked out Watame or something, right? Because of the shit that happened with a necromancer that shall not be named, because things happened with her and dating and a few other things, and a couple of other Hololive members that have since just, you know, pushed it to the side and we're not going to worry about it anymore. I'm pretty sure Yago is just like, oh, you have a boyfriend. He needs to come to the office now. And they probably, like, drag him up to the office and Yago just puts a stack of paper in front of him and says, you will follow these rules if you're going to date one of these girls. And you will sign this NDA. And believe me, there are laws in Japan to keep you from running your mouth. Because if you do run your mouth, the company gets to sue you. They actually have defamation. And it's not just regular defamation either. Let me introduce you to Business Dad. Exactly. No, it's more like, oh, you really want to do this? Are you sure? I don't think you understand. As far as I'm aware, Yago is very concerned with the safety of his girls. So, yeah, don't screw with Hololive or Cover. I'm pretty sure Yago's handled that from the very beginning. He probably doesn't tell them not to date. He just probably tells them they have to sign an NDA. And they can't live with you. Unlike a certain company, right? He probably just told them, number one, they can't live in your house where you stream. They cannot live with you. Because they have the propensity to come into your room while you're streaming and disturb your stream and do all these other things. They have to live apart from you, and they have to schedule time with you to see you. And then the whole NDA contract, and probably like they have to vet that person too. So if any girl in Hololive wants to date someone and they have a prospective person that they want to date, I bet they can go to Yago and say, hey, can you run a background check on this guy to make sure he's okay? That's so fucking useful. I hope that's a thing. I hope that would be so cool. I'm old, okay? The new girls seem interesting. So is the little blue one like is she a baby too? And I don't know why Biju's not in that category. Callie immediately treated Bibu like a baby. But then again, Bibu is purple, so not blue. So it's just little blue girls. But Gooba isn't really that much of a pain in Callie's ass. So she's a pain in Callie's ass, just not that much of one. Still nothing new. Can we have something new, please? Just one? Just one, like, every stream, and then we can move on? How about that? One new one every stream, we can move on. That's still a lot of streams, but... At least I don't remember any of the girls saying that there were rules that they couldn't date. They might have rules that they can't, or it's just highly discouraged. And if they do, they probably have to follow a certain set of rules for that, and one of them is probably you need to be living with your family or alone so that you don't, you know, incite issues. I'm sure Yago prefers that they don't date, but I don't think he'll really stop them from doing so. He'll just lay down a set of ground rules that, you know, is designed to keep the girls safe and keep their identities safe and to also keep their work environment safe. Because the last thing you want is like an angry boyfriend like bursting into somebody's room while they're streaming. Angry about something or other, I'm sure. Men can be just as emotional and unpredictable as women. Trust in Daddy Yago, exactly. I'm sure it's discouraged, though. Especially with incidents that happened in the past. Just like, do you really want to do this? Or do you want to just keep making money? And maybe one or two of the girls who have graduated so far on their own terms are, you know, we heard that Mel had NDA issues and all this other stuff, and perhaps she started dating and she was unable to keep the relationship going and keep her work going. We don't know really for sure. I know for sure that Tenma is near my age because of a clip that I found. I wouldn't mind taking care of Tenma. GSH. Oh, get some help. Okay. We don't have the get some help, we have the stop doing slots. That's the Kaela sound we have.
Stop doing slots.
Yeah.
Slots can ruin your life.
They can.
You're literally playing slots right now and you need to stop.
I'm not. I'm opening packs of cards. It's similar to playing slots, but at least I get to keep the cards. I mean, as worthless as they are. I can always get some help sound effect. Did you guys see the video I posted of Scooch-on showing us her belly button? Ooh, that was nice. She's got a nice belly button. Damn these stinky ass people. Costing me a fortune. Why are y'all so goddamn stinky? Gross. Almost this just almost feels futile. Almost. I mean, I know we'll get something eventually, but it's just like, God, it feels futile. So, I thought I was doing well on my sleeves, and then I saw a Tolarian Academy video on inner sleeves, and apparently Dragon Shield has these ridiculously nice 4-corner or 4-side inner sleeve that folds into itself. Apparently it's very, very good thickness, very good quality. And now I'm thinking, oh god, how much am I going to have to spend on these? And he did the test too. He put one in an inner sleeve that had the fold over bit, and then he put that into a normal deck sleeve, and then he tossed it into a fishbowl and dunked it a couple of times, and the card was dry and fine. I mean, it won't save your card from, like, climate damage or something, but... God, I have to just be, like, neck deep in these wrappers by now. I don't think that's new. Oh, it is new. Oh, okay, I think we have the dark version of that. Well, we got another ghost. All that's missing is a full art foily. Come on, give us one we haven't gotten yet. It's like getting the ghost cards is cool, but I would rather have the full art foils of this set so that we can move on. I just really, really would. Kind of annoying. Whole lot of nothing. Do 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 do. Okay, let's... Yeah, okay, so we have the dark, but not the... We had the dark, but not the light version of that. Okay. Everything's got, like, I guess a dark and a light version. And then you have ones that are, like, super foily. And the super foily ones are the ones that are extremely expensive. Okay. I suppose we should do a little bit of expansion here, so let's get a box really quick. Okay. It seems fine. I need Q. Go there. Let's order... Okay, let's unlock this and order 4 boxes of it. Oops. $1,300 just for 4 boxes of these. That's crazy. $240. We'll put them down here. How much of the cards sold? Pretty decent amount of them, actually. Okay, I guess we can order stock while we're waiting for them to do their thing. That's... blue? Green sleeves again. Epic boxes and legendary boxes. And it's looking like legendary packs also. Legendary Destiny, rather. Wow, for once all the plushies aren't sold out. Then we've got Stinky Stuff and Foxes. Nothing from table games this time, which is interesting. Gonna be in the negative today because we unlocked something. Okay. Alright, now we have all the expansions, and now we just have to get the other 4 decks, and then we have like a lot more playmats and comics and figurines to open. I don't even know if we can open any more of the figurines. What do we got here? We can open the huge pig. But the other ones are level 65, 70, and 75 respectively. And then one down here is level 80. When it comes to the accessories, we can now spend the 10,000 to open the collector binder. And then we have 4, 8... 12 more. 13 more. 13 more playmats to go. And then what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more volumes of the thing. Of the comic book. These 2. Like, I want to just open these randomly, but we'll worry about that later. And then we have these 4 decks to open. So we're not too far from opening everything. We just kind of have to keep cracking packs and doing stuff like that. Once they get moving, we'll order some more cards. Ow, my arm hurts. Okay. Fuckers tried to take my cards again. They were like, oh. You know, every time I opened one, they're like, oh, nope, not that one. Let's get the next one. Nope, not that one. Don't you take my fucking mass box opening into the store full of those stinky nerds and Philistines. I need to sit up straighter. Ugh. Okay. That was one hell of a polka stretch. That's fox stretching right there. That's stretching beyond our normal capacity to stretch. That's fox stretching. Desert fox stretching. I'm losing morale. Just because we get ghost cards doesn't mean anything. I think you get like the lowest grade of ghost card out of these packs. I mean, we've gotten a lot of them, but I'm losing normal morale. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. But we don't have the gaps full. How are we supposed to move on? I'm sure many people have totally moved on from this game. Or they play it, you know, like not on stream. And they just do slots the whole time. They just order 200 boxes of cards and just surround themselves in the street with them and open them all. Maybe next week we'll do something different. Well, I don't know, we still need to do episode 20. But I'm apparently talking so much that my ear, whenever I'm done talking, does a little, like, does it every single time. Like I'm moving my jaw too much or something. That could just be my eustachian tubes or something like that. So how you guys doing? Fine. Okay. Okay. Catching up. Ugh, God. Catching up on AK story? Nice. I think I'm still on like chapter 9 or 8 or something like that. What is it up to now? Like 14, 15? Something like that? I still haven't, like, unlocked Guard Amia. It's 14? Okay. Which I'm sure is probably not useful anymore, but I still haven't unlocked the guard version of Amiya. That's how lazy I am in AK. Tried to warn everybody. Like, nah, I'm gonna be pretty lazy playing this game. Sometimes I actually feel like playing it, but it's like usually at the most inopportune times, so. Or when I would just want to watch tutorials. In Soviet Gacha Game Plays You, it does. It's taken my money. I spent a lot of money on Arknights since 2020. Did I start playing that in 2019? I forget. I think it was 2019. Yeah, they've gotten a lot of my money. Not nearly as much as Anaxia's money, but enough. Every time a new thing would come out, I'd spend the, what, like, $75? He stopped playing Arknights long ago? Did he? Well, that doesn't mean he hasn't spent more money than me, because he totally has, but... I'm still gonna use it for, you know, distracting myself early, when I wake up. No, when you had anything, he had no time. Yeah, and you can't be distracted while you're trying to drive. I would say, like, do your dailies while you're driving. It's automatic, but... I would just do my dailies. That's all I really do, is just do the daily tasks. Man, we are getting nothing.
Still a piece of garbage.
Yeah, thanks for checking in. I love that meme. Just like, hey, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage. I'm like, all right. Relatable, right? I know how he feels. I still do stupid shit. I still spend money where I shouldn't. I still complain about things that I can't do anything about at the moment. Yeah, still a piece of garbage. And I'm not dating, too, but dating seems inconvenient right now. Too tired. I can barely put up with my own bullshit, let alone somebody else's. When all you want at the end of the day is warmth and comfort. Like, alright. You can leave me alone now. Well, I'm sure having somebody in your bed is nice. Just as long as they're not like a horrible sleeper and disturb your sleep. But, I mean, do you know if you're a horrible sleeper? I'm pretty sure I snore. I've been told several times that I do. I mean, once I'm asleep, nothing's really gonna wake me up, so... I mean, you can wake me up, but... it kind of takes, like, physical contact and, you know, like... if I'm in deep REM, it's, like, really hard to wake me up, but... you only experience deep REM probably about 3 to 4 hours a night? Oh, it might be more. I was told it's like 4 hours if you sleep 8 hours. Like half of your sleep is deep REM cycle. So your brain can like archive shit and all that jazz. Maybe we should make these 237. Let's do that. Doesn't need to be incredibly expensive. 28, 28. Wow, these are like the same market price. 42, that's fine. 62, that's fine. 71, that's pretty close. 103, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's fine. I just got one more person just sitting here. I'm gonna wait till those tables sell out again. Like, I want to open more, what do you call them? Playmats? That they're like covering both sides here. And that would be what? What else do we put over here? Or do we just put more bulk? Like, we should probably make a lot more bulk. Do. Making bulk boxes, making bulk boxes. Selling the shit that for... Uh-oh. These are, by the way, these are 500 count size boxes. I don't know why, unless the Tetramon cards are just really thick. Unless they're super thick. If they're super thick, that's a different story. Yeah, but 1,000 count boxes would be like 2 of these put together. So, in size comparison, so. So what you guys gonna do for the holidays, huh? Hopefully Techno's gonna give us a Thanksgiving cooking stream. You guys going anywhere this year, or just hanging out with the fam as per usual? You don't know? Well, we know what you're doing, Techno. You know, I could be wrong. You could go to fam. Could go to the family's house. Don't really see you doing that, though. You would probably respectfully decline. Skull Game and Mafia Game. Wow. Oh, 2 Skull Game. That one must be flying off the shelf as well. No, I'll never go to the family's house ever again, as I have no family. Oh. It's like that, is it? Sounds like the fam burned a bridge. It happens. Yeah, people in my family have burned the bridge a couple of times, so I'm just like, alright, well, you know, you go do what you're gonna do, but just don't involve me, because I don't want to deal with it anymore. And then another thing of those. My siblings don't really care. Yeah. Family issues tend to do that. Oh, did we finally... Oh, no, that wasn't the stars. That's rocks. Never mind. I was so excited. But no, we just need those. Big stars. So I watched a mini expose on it's not even really an expose, quite honestly. What am I missing again? Oh, volume 4. I watched a little mini thing on God Use. There was a little news person that followed a couple of Gotyou girls around, and I thought they were a different class of student and person, and it turns out that it's not the being a Gotyou is being a gal is not the same thing as the animes tend to say it is. Like, animes tend to portray gals as bitchy and sexually open kind of girls, and quite honestly, the point behind being a gal has nothing to do with sex, and it has almost nothing to do with being a bitch. It has to do with being fashionable, and it has to do with being very open and on social media and promoting items and promoting a lifestyle. That's what being a gal is about, and I thought that was actually kind of interesting. I was like, huh. So it has nothing to do with sexual orientation or open sexuality or just being a pushy and aggressive person in general. It's about living your best life every day, doing what you want to do, apparently. So that's what that's about. Oh, forgot to pay the bills, didn't I? Let's pay them now, because, yeah, they got up to 4K there. Boys will take care of that. Or my machines, they're alright. So I thought that was interesting. And I'm sorry, Techno. Yeah, there's some family that I pretty much cut off, even though they're like living with family that I haven't cut off. So it's probably not very awkward or anything for them, but you know, like for me, it's just like, no, I'm done. Don't want to deal with it. And then, so I have 3 sisters. One of them I don't talk to anymore. Another one, we barely ever talk. She contacts me like every couple of years to see how I'm doing, but other than that, she's involved with her own family. And then the youngest one, my closest sibling, she contacts me on like holidays or just randomly to see how I'm doing, or if she wants to talk about dad or something like that. You know, she'll call me for that stuff, and that's fine. Like we've pretty much always gotten along. We fought a little bit here and there as we were growing up, but most of the time we were just chill. She's like the chillest family member I have. And then like, so the oldest and second oldest sister don't really contact me all that much or talk to me, especially after mom died. We just scattered to the wind. Just one of those things. Like, I barely ever talk to any of my aunts or uncles. All of my grandparents are dead. Yeah. Barely ever talk to any of my nieces and nephews, if at all. So, I'm not the cool uncle that sends presents because my nieces and nephews apparently do not care that they have an uncle. And it's cool. I didn't really talk to my uncles when I was growing up, so. I'm pretty sure they didn't know what to talk to me about. A lot of our family is like fairly estranged. And that's fine. I know very few people who are constantly visited by their families, so. And usually it's like a major matriarch or patriarch that keeps everybody together. And usually it's matriarchs. But every family's got its flaws, so you're not the odd man out either. My only uncle has Parkinson's. Ouch. My streams are weird. Get into all kinds of weird chatting. Like, I don't want to talk about politics anymore. I didn't really beat that horse to death, but I really don't want to kill it. Suffice to say, it's going to be an interesting few years. And scary. It's going to be scary. It's gonna be worrisome. But you know what? We've had years like that before, and we've been okay, so... relatively okay. So... off we go. I mean, if I were any of you, I'd brush up on a foreign language. think I just figured out why my mom was a fan of the Orange Man. Why? I mean, reminds her of Mao Zedong. Well, I mean, I thought Mao was worse than the current CCP, but I don't know that much about Chinese history, especially recent Chinese history. But yeah. I mean, he kind of looks like him. Like, a lot of people are just kind of... I mean, the reason the things happened the way they did is a lot of people are concerned about their country and their daily lives and everything, and they were convinced by the Orange Man that he's going to make sure their daily lives are better. And that everything is going to cost less, and this is what they took from what he was saying. So, some people just like dictators that tell them what to do and everything will be fine. I mean, sure. Some people just don't know any better. Some people probably want to be subjugated. Just like many, many villains and many, many stories have told us, it's like you guys crave being ruled. Like, I don't really know about that. I suppose masses, like, the larger a group of people you have, the dumber they become. So usually there is not, like, pretty good mob mentality going on. So, like, a large country full of really stupid people are going to choose a dictator because, number one, they're stupid and they can be convinced of anything. And number two, they probably just want life to be easier and they don't want to think about anything, and all they want to do is go home, eat dinner, kiss the wife and the kids, and go to bed. I don't fucking know what people want. I mean, there's got to be some kind of an appeal to it because people voted for the dictator, so... Who had the damnest rant on their bingo card? That's not really a rant, is it? It's more like just a statement. I mean, it's a rant if I'm, like, really upset about it. I am upset, but I honestly know that there's really nothing that can be done about it. Absolutely nothing can be done about it. The American people have spoken. It's done. I'm not so upset that I won't talk about it. It's just, at this point, we're just going to be beating a dead horse. So many people are going off about, oh, all these things are going to happen and it's going to be like the worst dystopian blah, blah, blah that there ever was. We don't know that for certain, but we do know that it definitely has a propensity to be that way. We definitely know that a few wrong moves and, you know, we'll be sitting in the next Reich. So, yeah. I'd rather not, thank you. You'll really know that we'll be in trouble when they close the borders for travel or anything, like you can't leave the country. That's when you know there's problems. I don't see us becoming North Korea. No, not that dystopian. The thing that people don't understand about history is that a lot of people in Nazi Germany were fine. Nothing happened. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all kinds of shit went down. And it's because of the shit they were pulling. It wasn't necessarily the people, it was the government and the military and bad people. So the internet has allowed the village idiots to form a network. They have. The internet has basically created the mob mentality just over wires. Over airwaves. It's kind of why we're in this pickle now. And people take social media shit just way too seriously these days. But it's literally like standing on top of a soapbox and shouting out your opinion. I mean, if you had done that in like 1940s New York, maybe a few people would have listened to you. But if they didn't like what you were saying, they would have shook their head and moved on. When it's on the internet, it's there forever. Even if you delete the tweet, somebody remembers. Pepperidge Farm will remember. And they'll repost it. I find it interesting that Internet Archive got attacked before the election. Just kind of interesting. Wonder why that was. We still can't log into our public television account and post new content from local producers. Kind of frustrating. I really need to see that Free-Ren anime. I still haven't watched that. I heard it was brutal and at the same time funny, so... And something about alchemy? Was recommended an alchemy one. I saw this the other day, posts misinformation that supports my opinion. Exactly. Yeah. That's basically all Facebook and Twitter and Reddit have become. More Facebook and Twitter. Reddit is kind of like way more moderated, and people tend to try to keep up on it, but there's still Reddit threads that are just, oh, absolute trash. Absolute garbage. And there's very little you can do about it. Like hell, even China has problems keeping people's social media posts and everything under control. I just watched a little thing too that was it Kevin or Intricity? More than likely Intricity posted about now China is like, no, everybody needs to have kids. They need to have kids right now. All of you need to fuck. You need to fuck now. It's just like, no, we don't want to. We don't want to have children, bro. And these are the kids that grew up during the time of raids on people's houses that had more than one child and, you know, like, fucking, like, removed their roofs and took all their shit. It's just like, bro. It's like, we're just gonna make it impossible for you to live because you have all these extra children. But we're not going to get rid of those children. We're not gonna take them away from you. You're just gonna go run and hide, and then the kids have to raise themselves. It's like, what in the fuck makes you think that kids that had to live like that want their own children? That's like the most ridiculous thing to think. Yes, grew up with a whole bunch of trauma. Definitely want to have children so I can experience, you know, so I can have flashbacks to my horrible trauma. Because that's what having kids would do to some of those people. Especially ones that had really bad experiences. It's just like, oh yeah, why don't you raise some kids? Yeah, that's a really good idea. It's a really good idea for somebody with horrible past trauma. Why don't you raise another human being to not be traumatized? Oh, okay, I'll try that. Yeah, no, that's not how that shit works. My God. No, you can only have one child. Oh, now you can have 2 children. Well, we don't want to have children. But what? No, you need to fuck right now. No. No, we're not going to. What are we supposed to do? Dry up and die? Welcome to people not doing what you want them to do. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's like, welcome to people having the ability to tell you no, China. Congratulations, you've just discovered people not giving a fuck about your problems. How's that feel? It's like, I swear to God. These countries that are just like, oh no, you need to follow our horrible rules. No, we actually really don't. We'll follow the rules that don't get us arrested, but we're going to do the bare minimum for you because guess what? You've done the bare minimum for us. You give us the bare minimum, therefore you receive the bare minimum. We triggered the don't have children demos rant. No, I'm sure children are wonderful. I don't personally want to have kids. Unless I find somebody that really, really wants to be in that situation with me and be a partner about it. Because I've experienced a lot of the times that it is not really a partnership through a lot of it. And you really need to have a totally committed partner. And you also need to have a very good salary. People don't seem to understand that children are very, very expensive. And if you want to have children, you need to have money. And that's actually a lot of what the Chinese people were sitting there and telling the government. It's like, okay, you want us to have kids, you need to give us a stipend every month for having children. And the government was like, sure, we'll give you like $15 a month. But no. Like, that will buy 1 pack of diapers, bro. You need to shell out way more money than that. Way much more incentive than that. Just the foxes, yeah? Okay, I think that's everything we need. Wow, we only made $500 yesterday? That's crazy. Oh, Lord. Alright. I don't know how far we're gonna do this today. Maybe we'll let the boys get everything stocked up and we'll load everything up. All nice like. Oh, that still has 2 left in it. We almost have 16 ghost cards, individual ghost cards. That's pretty cool. We moved this over here, the bulk on up here next to the dice. We've got 2, 4, 6 more spots. Probably just put play mats on those. But opening up 6 more play mats is going to cost us 2, 5, 8, 11, 16, 21, 31,000. Gonna cost us 31,000 to open them up, and then we have to at least order a box for the shelf, and then 2 more boxes for the back room. Have 2 shelves ready for those. Do we have 6 spots ready? Yeah, we've got 6 spots ready for 6 more playmats. Crazy. We've almost got everything, guys. It's actually just like getting up to level 80 and unlocking everything. And the stuff we unlock at level 80, I think there's like 3 things. And 75 will probably just be like 75 to 80 is probably going to be the longest grind, because it took us a while just to get to 60. It's crazy. Well, it looks like the boys have pretty much everything stocked up. I guess we can, like, call it for the game here today, because we'd have to go through another day, and we'd have to do all this other stuff, so...